Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fear Assembly. I'll be your host today, Cole Harper, one of the creators of this brand. Our goal is to help make some recommendations for you for horror films and shows that you can check out. And we got a great group today, so I'm going to hand it off to them to introduce themselves and where you can find them.
I'm Eric with Popcorn Selections. That's Popcorn Selections. You can find me almost everywhere: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, social media. You can find me. I'm there.
Love it. I'm Annie, also known as Annie's Horror across Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. And I talk about horror and thriller movie and TV recommendations.
I'm Chuck, and I'd love to be your movie guy, and you could find me anywhere that you can stream horror content.
Excellent.
Love.
All right. So we're going to kick off today talking about some of the upcoming releases or movies and shows that you've seen recently. So, Chuck, why don't you kick us off? What are you most excited to see? What have you seen lately?
I cannot stop thinking about Backrooms. It is ingrained in my brain. Like, I went into it with zero expectation because I was not positive that they could convey the YouTube series to the big screen, and it exceeded my expectations in absolutely every single way. Um, so I'm excited about that. And they had two trailers prior to Backrooms. One, The End of Oak Street, which I'm going to talk about until the cows come home. Like, give me Anne Hathaway, dinosaurs, and a Cloverfield universe. I'm all in on that. And Adam Wingard, the director of Your Next, which is arguably my favorite slasher movie of all time, has a new movie coming out called Onslaught, and it's
Ooh.
this lady that lives in a trailer park, and the government like creates this super soldier type thing. It's like this guy that's like 8 foot tall, big, massive, and their goal is to like eradicate and destroy the world, and she like
Mm.
has to save her kids from it. Like, it's total mindless popcorn slop, and it looked like the most badass violent thing I ever seen. Like, I literally like had chills watching the trailer. I'm like, I will be there day one.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know he had a new movie
yeah,
coming out.
yeah. The trailer's coming out next Tuesday online, but it's playing in front of Backrooms, and like, it's one of the best trailers I've seen all year long. I was like, oh, this shit looks lit. Can't
Wh-
wait.
What's the name of that
That's
again?
so
It's called
exciting.
Onslaught. It's coming to theaters on September 4th.
Oh, that sounds
Onslaught.
Yes.
interesting.
Yes, I went
Yeah,
digging. Like, tried to find, because I wanted to make a video about it as soon as I got home. I was like, yes. But I also love Adam Wingard. So,
me too.
mhm.
Oh, I'm excited about that. I didn't even know he had a new movie. Okay.
Yeah, it looks
Add
good.
to list.
What else are you looking forward to, Annie?
Also, I haven't seen Backrooms yet. Because I've not been feeling very well recently, I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen Backrooms, I haven't seen Obsession, I haven't seen Passenger, I haven't seen anything. So don't spoil this for me now, guys. But
You're
if
lacking, Annie.
I know I've been sick. If you've seen, have you guys seen all of those?
Yes.
No.
Everyone but
Yeah.
Backrooms.
Okay. Chuck, out of
I
all of them
want
then, is which one's your top one? Backrooms.
no, Obsession by a
Upset.
insurmountable
Okay.
Obsession by an insurmountable landslide. Yeah, the rest of
Yes.
them
Okay.
pale in comparison, yeah.
Really? Because
But
everyone's saying,
I would go well, I was doing my top 5 of the year last night because I was gonna make a video,
Hmm.
because Backrooms immediately is going into my top 5. I just don't know
okay.
where to put it, but I think
Mm.
as I stand now, I would do Obsession number 1,
Mm.
Mother Mary number 2,
Interesting.
Backrooms 3, Alpha 4, because
I didn't see Alpha.
I loved it so much. The Julia DeCono movie, it's so good.
I
It's
know, I
your
wanna
kind of
see it.
movie too, Annie. It's very perplexing.
Yeah.
Um, and fifth's a tough slot. There's a lot of stuff that could fit in there, and I don't know what to put in there, so I got a lot of thinking to do.
Okay, because I feel like I've missed, like, some of the biggest movies of the year right now. It was a crazy month, like April, May for horror movies. But in terms of things that I'm looking forward to, I'm so hyped for Scary Movie. I just can't wait to see Scary Movie. Like, the marketing, everything, the get ready to be offended stuff is like, yes, I'm sold. I wanna see it. But then I am gonna see Backrooms on Sunday.
Mm.
So I'm just a little bit behind, that's all,
That's
guys.
fine.
All right.
What
Yeah.
about you, Eric?
I am looking forward to Backrooms. Like the rest of you all, I have my tickets booked, ready to go and see it tomorrow. So I'm super excited to see that.
Nice.
I'm also excited for Evil Dead. That's another one that's
Mm.
coming out. I just know it's gonna be sick, and I just can't wait. I'm super excited. Also Resident Evil, Zach Kreger,
Mhm.
Resident Evil, that trailer,
I
it
can't
it took
wait.
me
Trailer's
off. That
insane.
scene where they're kinda jumping off of whatever building that is and falling onto the cars trying to get to them, man, like that, it looks sick. So I'm super excited. I really feel like 2026 has been such an awesome year for horror so far, and we're not
Yeah.
even finished yet. So it's
I
just like,
know.
I'm excited.
And
We're
Eric,
so
you've seen
spoiled.
Obsession?
Yes, my favorite horror movie of 2026 so far is
All
not
right,
even close.
2 for
I
2.
don't wanna spoil it. I won't spoil it for Annie, but look, Obsession, you are in
No.
for a treat. I promise
Oh
you.
my
You're in
god.
for a treat.
It's the
Okay.
truth. It's so
Okay.
good. Cole, does this episode come out after June 3rd?
Um, it'll be very close to that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep my mouth shut then.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean the thing that I've been hearing about Obsession the most that I'm excited about is that it's truly scary, because I understand like where the storyline can go and there's you know things that have been made kind of in this vein in terms of like relationship gone bad and obsessed whatever, but if it's truly scary like that takes it up a notch, and I've heard that it definitely is scary. I've heard the first jump scare kind of catches you off guard as well. So but again, no
Oh.
spoilers from the spoilers that have been shared with me.
Yeah,
Um,
it's scary. It's not scary in a traditional horror sense. It's scary from a psychological sense, which I think is by far more effective.
mhm,
Um, and I can let I can let the I got to tiptoe around this, but it's a little tidbit of news. Let's just say the morning of June 3rd, you're going to want to be online because there's a trailer releasing and that you have never seen anything like it. Like
all right.
the full Ice Cream Man trailer gets dropped on June 3rd, and
Mhm.
you have no idea what you're about to witness. Like
I assume this is Red Band. Is this a
it,
Red Band trailer? Mature?
it's like X band. Like anybody that posted on TikTok, it's getting taken down, and they're fully aware of that. Like I can't even express how gloriously wonderful it is.
Oh my gosh.
And you're just listen, just buckle up. Like you said, you've never seen
Ooh.
anything like it. Yep, never seen anything like it. It's incredible.
I'm
All right.
excited.
Well, speaking of psychological horror films, Chuck, do you want to kick us off with some recommendations in that subgenre?
For psychological horror, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm a huge I'm more psychological than slashery or like, and I love like gore and violence and all that stuff, but things that come from like a psychological aspect, I get into like a lot more just because I like the I like to be perplexed. I like people that direct films that like challenge my mind and make me think. And I mean that's two from this year. I mean, I'll give you is Alpha and Mother Mary,
Mhm.
which are very like avant-garde horror adjacent, but very psychologically terrifying. But
What are the
also,
premises? I'm not familiar with either.
um, Alpha is about a 13-year-old girl that comes home with a tattoo on her arm and
Mhm.
how her mother perceives it and handles it. And I'm not going to say anything else about it.
Okay.
The way you sell Alpha is it's made by Julia DeCono, who made Raw and Titan. So you kind of know what to expect, even though it's not as bizarre as those other movies, but it's a psychologically traumatizing movie and it's beautiful. Mother Mary is now with my new favorite actress, Anne Hathaway. Now that she's getting into this, her horror chops are amazing. She got that Verity coming out with Dakota
Mhm.
Johnson and what's his name? Josh Hartnett. It looks
Mhm.
fantastic. And I guess the
Yeah.
book was good too.
Yeah.
Mother Mary is about a pop star making a comeback and what led her to be where she's at, but it's about a former lover that she had that she was separated from for 10 years.
Mhm.
But the entire 10 years, all she could ever think about is that when she was with that person, she was the best version of herself. And that's the best way to sum it up, which doesn't sound like a horror movie.
Mhm.
Uh, but being haunted by the presence of what you used to have could be a haunting, real life haunting type kind of feeling. It's incredible. It could be my favorite movie of the year. I loved it so much.
Okay. I'm gonna check that out. I had not heard of that one.
Yeah,
Um,
it's an A24 weirdo movie. Totally
okay.
Yeah.
my cup of tea.
Love the weirdo stuff. All
Mhm.
right. Annie, how about you on the psychological horror side?
One of my favorite psychological horrors is Men. Has
Oh, I
anyone
love
seen
Men.
Men? It's so
So
good.
good.
It's just people give me some stick for liking it because they don't get it.
Mhm.
It's a weird one. I think, is it A24? Chuck?
Men is 100. Oh yeah, me and Cody just did A20. We did A24 movies for a podcast this week, and we talked in depth about Men because I love it and
Yeah.
he hates it.
Mhm.
Okay.
So,
So
and
it's
share
yeah,
share
it's
the
a lot of
premise,
people.
director, 'cause
Oh,
I
Mhm.
think,
it's. I'll pull it up, Annie. It's an incredibly divisive film.
It's Alex Garland, Jessie
Mhm.
Mhm.
Buckley is the
Yep.
main star, and you follow her. She's just had a traumatizing breakup, and she
Mhm.
goes to this cottage in the countryside, and these weird men start kind of harassing her.
Mhm.
And the story is just her stay there and how she handles this weird thing that's going on. It's so strange and odd, and you think you know where the story's going until about halfway through, and you think, "Oh my god, what am I actually watching?" It's I can't even get into it too much because I don't want to give it
Yeah.
away. But
It's
it's really
bonkers.
it's crazy, and it's one of my, like, the end is probably like some of the craziest imagery you'll ever see. It's like really, really shocking. But it's one of my favorites, and I'm trying to think of like some lesser known psychological horror that I love. Have you guys seen Saint Maud?
Oh, I love Saint
Yes.
Maud.
Mhm.
Another A24 banger.
Insane, absolutely
Mhm.
insane. And I mean, I'll try and describe it, but I don't really know how. Um, it's about a young woman. She's a Welsh actress, and she works as a nurse, and she takes a job looking after a dying patient in her home. And then it all spirals. It's like mental health, PTSD, her relationship with God, and it's just like this kind of descent into madness. It's really, really good.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
And
also
I
kind
feel
of
like
a
not many people know about it.
yeah, that's also kind of a possession film as well, right? Am I
Yeah,
wrong
I
in that
suppose,
one?
yeah, I would fall into like the no, I suppose it would fall into like the possession category as well. It's a bit of everything. It's just
Yeah, it skims the line.
yeah, it's really, really good, and I feel like not many people know about it, so they should watch
Yeah.
it.
That one was much more marketed, I think, by A24 than the one that you had mentioned, Chuck. Um,
Well, Mother Mary wasn't crazy. Saint Maud wasn't crazy marketed when it first came out. It caught it because the ending of it is fantastic.
mhm,
So it's one of those ones that caught like went viral on the internet because how shocking the
Yeah.
ending is. So I
mhm.
think that was after the fact kind of deal.
Got it. Got it. All right. Eric, how about you with psychological horror? What would be your
So
recommendations?
I'm gonna go with one of my comfort movies. I watch this one a lot. Is Get Out.
Mhm.
Jordan
Mm,
Banger.
Peele. That
Mhm.
is one of my favorites.
so
It
good.
follows a interracial couple. It's kind of like a go to meet the parents type of spiel, but
Mhm.
in the most terrifying way possible. The creepiest family you'll probably ever see, the creepiest community, excuse me, that you'll ever see, and it's one of my favorites. How much more psychological can you get than someone completely like taking over your body? And your
And
mind and your body. You can't think for yourself, act for yourself.
and Lil Rel Howery is a TSA agent, right?
Yeah,
Being a hero. It's great.
he's hilarious in that
Dude,
one.
he's
Yeah,
so good in it. He's even
So
yeah,
good.
better in us. Yeah.
right, definitely.
Yeah, I love
And
that film too.
And the second one is actually one that you guys recommended to me, Chuck and Cole. It is
Mhm.
In Our Blood. I watched it recently. In Our
All right.
Blood was amazing. Great film. You guys, probably already know what it's about, of course, but
No,
those who are
share.
listening, yeah,
Yeah.
it's about a cinematographer who is creating a documentary with her mom about like her mom's past, drug addiction. But in the middle of the documentary, mom just up and disappears. So she
Ooh.
and the guy working with her have to kind of go on this journey throughout this creepy small town trying to figure out what happened to her. And the twist in this one, hey, if you haven't seen it, you need to check it out. The twist in this one is wild. You'll never
Ooh.
guess.
And Chuck, this is
I
from
haven't seen it.
Utopia.
I haven't seen no, I haven't se I'll go on record, I haven't watched it yet, but you were the
Mhm.
one that recommended to us when we shot our last episode, and it's on my list, I just haven't got to it, but I did see Eric's video,
Yeah.
and Eric's one of the few people on the internet that I trust his opinion, so, like, I was like, I moved it up my list, I just haven't got there yet,
Right.
but I wanna see it for sure. Maybe I'll do
Sounds
it
good.
tonight, we'll see.
All right. Well, I'll pick a few non-Utopia films. I think most of our listeners know by now. I'm one of the co-founders of Utopia, which is the distributor for In Our Blood and a handful of other movies. But the recommendations I'm going to make on the psychological side are Midsummer, which is Ari Aster's follow up to Hereditary. It's not a sequel, it's got no relation, but it's just a crazy film and it works on many levels because they filmed it, I believe, in Norway or Finland or somewhere like that during a time of year where the sun stays up pretty much the entire time. Like it doesn't really set. It's not like being at the polls or anything like that, but people literally start going mad, when they never see the sunset and it's just like daytime 24/7. Same with the inverse, like in Insomnia and films like that. But in Midsommar, you have a young lady that goes on a trip in spite of a recent breakup, and she's trying to kind of rediscover herself, what she wants to become as part of her identity. But she gets caught up in kind of this ancient village ritual. And I'll kind of leave it at that because it has moments that are truly terrifying. There's a lot of hidden imagery in this that I don't want to give away. It is gruesome. It is shocking. I remember seeing very vivid scenes in the theater and hearing other people in the room gasp out loud at some of the shocking moments in this. So if you've not seen Midsommar by Ari Aster, it is a hit. The other one that I'm going to bring up is streaming now for people, at least in the United States, on Hulu. It is called Hollow Road, and this one came from
Mhm.
XYZ as one
Mhm.
of the production companies behind it. This one is very creepy, and the reason I like it is that majority of the film takes place in a car ride between parents that are trying to drive to the spot that they believe is the accident scene of their daughter, and so they're getting these updated messages and they're listening to voicemails and things like that. But without giving too much away, the story that they think they understand is happening is not the story that is happening, and so the ending of this one has a massive twist, and it just ends on a super, super creepy note. So, again, if you haven't checked out Hollow Road, if you like psychological films, this is a great one. Um, I'm going to bring up the ultimate
Fantastic movie.
question because go ahead, Annie.
I was just saying, fantastic movie. Hollow Road is one of my favorites. It's like a 10 out of 10 movie for me.
There you go. Well, I know a question that comes up to me as well as Chuck and Eric and all the contributors to Fear Assembly is what do we consider to be one of the scariest movies of all time? Truly terrified, not just
Yeah.
a good film, well written, well acted, etc., but truly terrifying, something that's going to keep you awake, maybe leave the lights on when you go to bed type of movie. So, Eric, let's start with you.
I'm always gonna mention this movie because it still haunts me to this day. The Exorcism of Emily Rose. That is
Mm.
one of the scariest movies for me personally, and I think growing up, it was the realism of it all, like hearing that this was an actual case that happened in court, and whether the details were all the same is I don't care. The fact that they went to court about this stuff was enough for me, and there were some scenes in this movie, like one in particular was like the bedroom scene. There's a friend that kinda thinks she's going through something psychological, so he kinda stays with her, try to comfort her, and he wakes up in the middle of the night. She is not in the room the bed anymore. He looks over and
Mhm.
she's in the corner in this, like, contorted position. Oh my, and she lets out this a scream that, oh my god, I can still hear it in my mind. So it's like
Mhm.
it's just one of those things, like, it's that's one of those movies that has stuck with me since I was a kid. And the second one, I think, is I will call it a hidden gem because every time I post about this one, nobody knows what I'm talking about. It's called Deliver Us from Evil,
Mhm.
and
Banger.
yes, and it's about this, NYPD detective. He gets called to a bizarre case, of a woman inside of a zoo, kinda just I think she threw maybe a baby or infant inside of a lion's, enclosure or something like that, and this thing gets, like, demonic, super crazy, super,
Mm.
like, it'll give you goosebumps when you watch it. That's a hidden one that not a lot of people know about, and they need to check that one out. It's called Deliver Us from Evil.
All right.
Good picks.
Annie, what films are scaring you?
It's so difficult because mine change all the time. They
Mhm.
change from year to year because I've some things I found scary 5 years ago I don't find scary anymore. And as a horror fan, it's difficult to find something that truly scares you. So I think the last time I was really scared was maybe when I saw Oddity, Damien
Mhm.
McCarthy's last movie before Hokum. Because I watched that at home and I did actually scream, which like takes a lot. So I thought that one was really scary. I probably would still say that's my scariest movie right now. If somebody asked me the question, what's the scariest movie to watch? I would say Oddity because it's
Mm.
got some great jump scares. But there's so many. I also love When Evil Lurks. I think that's pretty scary too. And I
I
don't
love that
know.
movie.
Oh, it's so
I
good. It's
love it
so
so
good.
much.
It's so messed up, but it's so
It's
good.
diabolical. Yeah, I
It's
love it
so
so much.
it's
Yeah.
so
I'm ashamed. I
disgusting.
still haven't seen that one. I'm so ashamed of myself.
Eric! Oh my
Yes.
gosh. You have to
Watch it
watch
this
it this
weekend.
weekend.
Okay,
Yeah,
definitely.
for
I'm
sure.
on it.
It's a game changer to your
Yeah.
whole entire way you live life. Like
Wow.
it's unlike anything else. Yeah, it's wicked, man.
I
It
Chuck,
can't
might
what
wait.
what's the
it might
premise, Chuck?
replace your Exorcism of Emily Rose.
When Evil Lurks is it's a Spanish film. But there's like this town, and they don't hold your hand to explain it, but it's these two men, they're on a farm. They come to this house and there's this body laying in this bed in this house. And you learn through the movie that there's like a plague type possession thing going on in this town. And like, that's all I'm saying. Like it is the
Yeah.
most diabolically wicked in your face. And not only is it scary in tone and setup, it's brutal. Like, I mean, like, but used and earned in ways that you have never seen. Like, it's a
Yeah.
wicked ass. When you say like it's a horror movie, it's a
Mhm.
fucking horror movie because
Yeah.
it's horrific all the way through. It's a 10 out of 10. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. Yep.
I'm on
Great
it.
movie.
I'm on it.
Yeah, it's so
Do it,
good,
Eric.
man. Yeah,
So good.
so good.
And
Asking people the scariest thing is such a subjective question,
It's so
especially for
difficult.
well,
Yeah.
especially for the likes of ourselves being on the internet every single day. As soon as you say something scares you, it's,
Mhm.
oh, you're a pussy, or it just, they come for you. But like
Right.
Yeah, they do.
but it's so subjective.
Yeah.
Tried and true. Like, I'm like Annie, like it changes for me all the time. But if I'm gonna go tried and true consistently every time I watch it, it at least affects me in a psychologically like horrific way. Poltergeist will always scare me because I
Yeah.
have sentimental attachment from a child. Like, I remember it's not that it scares me now, but I remember how scared I was when I was 8, and that was like really fucking scared. So that's always in my brain. Since we were talking about psychological horror, I think Jacob's Ladder is not only the greatest psychological horror film ever made, but I think it's terrifying. Like, to be claustrophobically stuck with these recreated versions of you, right? Like, it's a scary fucking movie. And it's so well done, and I watched it recently again. It stands the test of time. I also, and a lot of people, I get so much flack for this, but I think Us from Jordan Peele, which is my
Mhm.
favorite Peele movie,
Mm.
is terrifying.
Yeah.
I think Lupita's role in that, in the double with the doppelganger, and just thinking about being at home and then having like, okay, a stranger knocks on your door. Yeah, that's scary. A homicidal maniac knocks on your door. Yeah, that's scary. But somebody that looks exactly like you, that's
Mm.
both things, knocks on your door. Like, that shit is scary to me.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's so well done. And I think it's so criminally underappreciated. Like, I love that movie with my entire heart. I could talk about that for 3 days.
Yeah, and a lot of hidden messages in that movie too.
Yeah,
That we'll get into
it's
another
got
time.
layers and
Oh,
yeah, and
yeah.
every time you watch it, there's a whole new layer to it. It's a
Yeah.
brilliant film. Yeah.
Yeah, overlaps with a lot of conspiracy theories
Mhm.
and also has some humor in it,
Yep.
still from the carryover of Get Out, like we were talking
For
about.
sure.
The ones that I
Yeah.
always go to when people ask me, they're like, all right, give me something that's like truly going to scare me tonight, especially if they haven't seen a lot of horror. My go to is always The Descent
I like
because
it.
it's
That's
just
a good
it's
pick.
overlapping with so many not just terrifying images, but this is a story of a group of women that are adventure seekers, and specifically, they want to go explore caves and be the first to discover a new cave. And so they go on this trip. They've experienced all this trauma that is violently shared with you in the first 5 minutes of the film. I don't want to ruin even that. But as they go into this cave, they find out that they are not the only ones in this cave. And what I love the most about this movie, putting aside just the fear aspect, is that even if you take these monsters out of the movie altogether, the movie still is creepy, just from a liminal space and feeling claustrophobic and not really finding a way out perspective. It works on that level. But when you add in the monsters and you add in the stakes, that if you step in the wrong place, you pick the wrong anything, you are not going to make it out. It is very, very, very scary. And I only for people that have never seen it, if I just show them even a couple clips, they're jumping, even if they're looking on my phone. So it's
Mm.
one of the few films that I think really has that kind of visceral reaction from a fear perspective. The other one that very few people know about, unfortunately, is a Thai film called Shutter. This is the original
It's a
Shutter
fucking
that
banger.
the US remake was obviously based on. And so the premise of
Mhm.
Shutter, not to be confused with the horror streaming platform Shutter with a D, this is Shutter with two T's, is about let's call it a cursed camera, where this person finds this camera, and basically if they take pictures, it shows them things that maybe aren't quite obvious, and you can't see them right in front of you. And many times they don't even recognize what's in front of them until they get these photos developed, old school style. Excuse me. And it is just truly terrifying because you don't know at any given moment what is in the room until they snap a picture and that flash goes off. So from that sense, it's terrifying, and it's one of the few foreign language films that even if you don't know what people are saying in real time and you're just reading the captions on the bottom, the story is just it's really intense, and it'll get you if you're not ready. So if you want something that's truly going to scare you tonight, check out Shutter, check out The Descent. So those are
Can't
my
s
picks.
You can't stream it, though. It's not
Oh,
on streaming, but it's worth buying. I own it on physical, and it's a 10 out of 10 horrific
Mhm.
masterpiece. And the American remake is dog shit. It's trash. Yeah, horrible.
unfortunately.
Yeah, it's bad.
All right. So, Eric, I'm going to hand the baton to you. What
Okay.
do you want to talk about next as a group? Let's get into it.
So I was thinking, what is one horror movie that you love that everyone else hates? Or you can do the inverse. What is one
Okay.
horror movie everyone loves, but you don't?
Okay.
Ooh,
I'll
I gotta
I'll
think
I'll
about
I'll
this.
I'll I'll take your question. I can answer both of them. One movie that I love that everybody hates is Skinamarink. And you could even double down on that with The Outwaters because people hate both of them, and I love them both with my entire fabric of my being. I'm into the liminal spaces, the analog. I love that stuff. I get why people hate it. It's totally fine. And a movie that everybody else loves that I hate is Hereditary. And I get the most flack for that out of anything. And like it's a 3 out of 5. You know what I mean? Like it's not that like I hate it. Like it's a
Mhm.
well-made, well-constructed movie with a great performance in it, but it's not scary.
Yeah.
And I feel the ending's a cop out and he didn't know how to write himself out of it. So he threw in some folk horror elements, and I think it's cheap. That's just my personal opinion. Um,
I,
but people
I'm
love it. Yeah,
yeah.
and I'm happy that people love it. I've gone back. It's the most rewatched movie that I have because I wanna love it. Like, when I hear people talk about it, I'm
Yeah.
genuinely jealous that it doesn't land for me, and, like, I almost force
Mhm.
myself to try to love it, which probably makes me dislike it more.
Chuck,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm probably even worse. Like I'm always in denial. Like when a bunch of people love a movie and I just
I'm
didn't like it, I go back to it over and I'm like, well, maybe I missed something. Like I'm gonna
Yep.
go back and watch Skinamarink
Yeah.
because I've heard so many people say that they liked it.
Mm.
So I was like, I watched it the first time and I didn't even make it through. Like I
Yep.
made like
Yeah,
through like
same.
halfway. I'm like, nothing has happened. I kept fast forwarding. I'm like, is something gonna happen? So and I
Same.
left. But so I have to go back and check it out because I'm convinced maybe I missed something. The same thing with Hereditary. It caught my attention, loved certain parts of it, but just wasn't really for me for some reason. I don't know. So maybe I missed out.
Eric, you didn't miss anything in Skinamarink because literally nothing happens and it's trash.
I love
No, I'm
that.
joking. I'm joking. I am
Yeah.
one of the people that doesn't like it because I get my enjoyment like from jump scares and like crazy stuff happening. So when nothing happens, I just get a little bit bored, and nothing really does happen with that. So sorry, Chuck. I'm one of your enemies on that one.
No, don't be sorry. I love the thing I dislike the most in the world is especially being, like, on the internet, like, if you don't like it, stick to your guns. You don't like it, you don't
Right,
like it, you know what I mean?
right,
It's like
right.
because 'cause you'll get people that, like, won't like it, and then you talk to them for 3 minutes, they're like, "Well, yeah, I could see that," and like, like, "No, don't switch
Yeah,
up now, like, stick
Yeah,
to your guns." Like,
right.
it's cool, it's everything is, so subjective on your perception of how you watch it, but the one thing I do is, like, I love when there's something that I don't like because because there's people that I do like Annie, if you said like, "Hey, you should really go back and check us out again," like, I'm gonna do that because I
yeah,
respect your opinion, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, and I like that because it gives you discourse to discuss it,
yeah,
which is very healthy to have, especially in horror because it's the most divisive genre outside of comedy.
yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
100%. I'm trying to think. There's a ton of movies that I like, which everyone else hates. Like I like a lot of remakes. Like I
Mm.
really like the Black Christmas remake, the 2006 one.
That's
Mm.
me too.
I love it. I love
I
it. And
do
everyone's
too.
like, no,
Yeah.
the original, the original. I don't like the other one that came after it, but I love the 2006 one. I love the House of Wax remake. I
Right.
love the Prom Night remake because they all came out like early 2000s when I was
Yeah.
just finding my feet with horror and starting to love it. So these were the first experiences I had of these movies before I saw the original. So I talk about them online and people are like, how dare you say this remake? Blah, blah, blah. It's shit. You need to watch the original.
Uh-huh.
I love a good remake. So anything like that, yeah, people hate on me. And then I'm trying to think of one that I don't like that everyone loves. Probably like Skinamarink. Then it
Mm.
is one of those ones that I don't really dislike a lot of horror movies, but I really dislike that one.
No, no.
um, yeah, you guys talk amongst yourself and me think of some more.
Well,
Love
yeah,
that.
so I'll jump in with mine to answer Eric's question. So one that was obviously, a fan favorite, and I think a lot of people liked because of the over the top gruesomeness is Terrifier. I
Mhm.
think the first one it has its
Mm,
moments. I understand why people gravitate to it, but it's not the kind of movie that I would ever personally recommend to people, just because it's like, are you trying to offend them? Like, and for our listeners that are not familiar with the Terrifier franchise, this is about a serial killer clown. It has a little bit of humor to it, which I think adds to the charm. But ultimately, when he unalives his victims, it is like trying to get creative, right? So it's like you have a baseball bat in this corner and like a plastic cup in this corner. He's going to go for the plastic cup and get creative, right? So anytime something bad is about to happen, it's like, okay, how can we take it up a notch, right? So I think for people that love gore, and a lot of blood and things like that, it's way over the top. It's extreme. It breaks a lot of rules. But it gets for me a little bit repetitive,
Mhm.
very predictable. And you kind of know even with the first one that it's just setting up the next one, the next one, the next one. So it's the kind of franchise. It's a great story, by the way, in terms of like indie filmmaking, one of the highest ROIs in the history of film as well. So kudos to everybody involved in that. But from a pure audience perspective, I don't think it's for everybody. It's not for me. Um, One that a lot of people hate on that I like, and feel free to make fun of me. Um, I'm a sucker for all the Bigfoot stuff, anything that's like in that vein. And the one I'm going to call out is called Exists.
That's
This is, I
it's
think,
the
one of the
greatest
one of the
Bigfoot
more.
movie ever made.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but a lot of people hate on it because they're just like, okay, it's so silly. So the premise is you have a group of people, including a couple, that go out and they don't necessarily know. One of them is actually trying to find Bigfoot and prove the existence of Bigfoot. The others are just kind of like, okay, we're just going to be camping out. It's just going to be fun. We're not going to see anything. Maybe we'll see some other wild animals and such. But they, of course, encounter a group of Bigfoot, and it kind of takes off from there. So, to me, this one is just kind of fun. It plays on the lore of Bigfoot that most people know, and then it just takes it a whole other direction that at least makes it entertaining. And I understand the people that hate on all that stuff, but for me, it's a very watchable film, even though it's not trying to be a blockbuster or anything. Um, Eric, did you name yours? The ones that
No.
all right.
So one, and I'll include the franchise because part one of this, a lot of people love. I mean, a lot of people love. So I'll just go to the ones after. So Paranormal Activity is one that I absolutely love, but the sequel and then the one after that, and then the one after that, I still continue to love them. So, but everybody starts to hate them after a while. Those are my another go-to comfort
Mhm,
series for me, or franchise. I watch them all the time. I can't get enough of them, but a lot of
mm.
people can't stand them. So, and they just like, "Won't you end it?" I'm like, "No, never end it. I wanted to go to like 15,
That
I'm like,
never ended.
keep going." Like. So it's one of those things. And as far as movies that everybody loves, now this is going to be a hot take,
All right.
and probably because I haven't watched a lot of them, but Friday the 13th didn't hit for me.
Mm,
Interesting.
okay.
It
I
it
love
did
that.
maybe I think it may be out of my age range because when I was growing up, I was more into like Child's Play movies. I remember a lot
Mm.
of Halloween movies, but the
Mhm,
Jason ones were there. They just always seemed a little dated when I would put them, on. It just seemed old, a little too old for
mhm.
me to get into. The
Yeah.
special effects kind of looked a little wonky and goofy to me, so it just wasn't for me. So I'm ready to take all the flack that comes behind that. I know there's
Uh-oh.
some diehard horror
Have you
fans.
seen the '09 remake?
I think I did, but it's been years. It's been
Okay.
years. Is that the one where he runs?
Well,
Did he
he's
run in
he's
that
a
one?
he's a complete different force in
Yeah,
in the '09 remake. But yeah, like if
Yeah,
none of them hit for you, I would suggest that one because
that
I'm
it's
one.
a
not
good
a
one.
Friday the 13th fan either. So
Okay,
I'll jump on the ship and defend it with you just because I
gotcha.
Mm,
like I love the premise of the first one. Like I think the
Yeah,
first one is like a great idea. But when it started cash grabbing, like which was early in the franchise, they're just dumb.
yeah.
mhm.
But that '09 remake is ferocious. I love that movie. Yeah.
Me
So
too.
let me stir the pot then a little bit. Why does everybody love Child's Play? I mean, when I saw it, like, and I enjoyed it again from an entertainment
Yes.
standpoint, but it did not scare me at all. I'm like, okay, it's a doll. It's coming at you. Kick the thing.
Right.
It's a
So,
football. Kick
and
it.
here's why. I think it's meant for the kid in you.
Hmm.
Here's what I
Mm.
mean. When you're a child, you ever go to like an older person's house, you see all those creepy dolls on the shelves, and you can
Hmm.
swear one is kind of the eyes are like following you around type of deal.
Yeah.
I think it's meant for that. Like, and that's why I think the first one, he's with the little boy and he's whispering things in his ear and getting him to do certain things. So I think it's for the kid in you. So it's
Hmm.
like I was really young when those came out, and I just thought every doll was haunted. So it wasn't just the movie, it was everywhere that I went after that. Like, every time I
Hmm.
saw a
Mm.
doll, I was just kinda eyeing it in the corner like, "No, I see you. I know what you're up to, and I'm not falling for it." So it's like one of those things. I think it's for the kid in you. You know what I mean? I think if you were, um, like, older when it came out, it's like, "Oh, whatever. It's just a doll."
Hmm.
Like you said, like, kick it. It's over with. But as a child, Chucky put up a fight. If you're a little 9-year-old boy, you might have
Yeah.
to, you know what I mean? So I think it's for the kid in us. You know what I
All
mean?
right.
If that
Now,
makes sense.
is it the
Yeah.
same with like Annabelle? Like, are you scared of all the Annabelle dolls? Like everything, like haunted, cursed
Anything
dolls
with a
type stuff?
doll, cursed
Yeah.
doll, and creepy kid movies,
Hmm.
they freak me out. And Annabelle is just a step further because you got the demonic element to it. So
Hmm.
yeah, anything with a doll in it, nope.
All right. Fair enough. Chuck, I'm going to hand the baton to you. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know anything you want. The back rooms,
Well, do it.
which I could talk
Let's hear
about
it.
for the rest of my life. Um, I don't know. I mean, I think that touching on the back rooms a little bit, I'm not going to talk about it in essence, but like if people that love horror movies and the reason that we're all here on the Fear Assembly and we're all brought together and we're doing this thing is because we love horror movies. And like,
Mhm,
if you take a step back, what's happening in horror right now is something that happens like every 20 years. You know what I mean? Like it's like we are in a renaissance of ideas that is changing. It's exactly like, what you said about Terrifier. Like it's
mhm,
fine to not like Terrifier, but the last 8 years of movies that we had, a lot of them we wouldn't have if Terrifier wouldn't have did what Terrifier
Mm.
did.
Right.
Terrifier knocked the doors down for independent filmmakers to be able to have their ideas put on the screen and some of it to be like unfiltered and uncensored and be creative. And now you got this Curry Barker situation, and you got the Kane Parsons situation, and you got the Portrait of God guys got a movie coming out, and the space in between, and these young, creative, hungry minds. And people are like, oh, don't give a 20-year-old this money. They can't make a movie. You know what I mean? Like John Singleton was the youngest Oscar nominated director, you know, when he first came on the scene, and these young people. But people said the same thing about John Carpenter. People said the same thing about Wes Craven. People just forget that people said that. So when a new trend comes, people just want their comfort, and they want to, like, you know, they want to buck against this thing. But in 6 months, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I love this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it just, you know, want to be different. But like what horror is going through as a whole right now with these young visionary people with these ideas, and the fact that studios are starting to understand to give them money and have these movies made, is, for a horror fan, is beautiful. Because it's like, you know, like, I love a remake, I love a reboot, like, I just love horror in general. But like, if you want to give me fresh ideas that nobody's ever seen, sign me up. And we're going through that. Like, it's a great time to be a horror fan. But on the same note, it's the most consistent genre through the course of history out of any other genre. Because it has fans that show up, you know what I mean? And the people that love it show up, and they watch, and they get box office numbers and all those things. But I was really perplexed this morning when I was thinking about like what my favorite ones of the year were, because I like the Backrooms that much that I'm considering top 5 in it. But then I'm like, man, I can't make a list yet, because like Resident Evil's coming out, which I have all the faith in the world in that movie. I think it's going to be really good. Evil Dead Burns coming out, which I already know I'm going to like. But Christmas Day is the game changer of the year, because I think Werewolf not only is going to be my favorite horror movie of the year, but I think it's going to sweep the Oscars. Like, I think it has that kind of potential to be. I think it's going to be the one. Like, Sinners that got nominated and did good, Substance got a little bit. I think Werewolf's going to kick that door down. It's artsy. It's everything the Oscars wants. You know what I mean? It's a period piece. It has different kind of language in it. And Robert Eggers makes flawless movies. Like, a dude can do no wrong, in my opinion. Like, I'm so pumped for that movie. Plus, you know, The End of Oak Street's coming out. There's so many like little things. That Victorian Psycho looks good. Like, this year blows. What's it, June? It's almost June. And I think this year blows last year away. It might even blow away the year before that at this point. Like, we got a lot of shit this year, like a lot. And it's all been pretty quality for them. Like, even Passenger, like, I didn't like Passenger, but it also isn't terrible. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. So it's been a while since I've seen anything this year that was like just a Corporate Retreat. I watched that. That's bad. Now that's bad. Like, that was bad. It's fucking awful. And I don't really say that about indies very much, but like, it's almost like offensively made bad. Like, it's just not good. But it's cool. Yeah, it's just a cool time to be, you know what I mean, to be a horror fan. Werewolf has been my most anticipated movie of the year. So obviously it's my most anticipated still. But what do you guys have anything like that you just have to, like, can't wait to see? Let's like, what do you think's a game changer that's still coming out?
Mine is Werewolf too.
Yeah. Yep. I feel like Leviticus is going to be a sleeper too.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it next week. I can't wait.
It's so good.
Yeah, I still need to go see both Obsession and Backrooms. So Chuck, are you saying see Obsession first for sure? Doesn't matter.
So the Backrooms is a game changer that's going to change the game for liminal horror creators in the analog space. Is it something that could be talked about in 20 years? Maybe. Obsession will be talked about for the end of time, because it's a generational film, period. Like, and I stand by that. Like, it's lightning in a bottle. It's a brilliant film. It's the horror Shawshank Redemption, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, it's that fucking good. All right. And it's also a game changer. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just because it does good at the box office, you know, people love it. But like, now they're offering that kid 10 figures to do shit that he ain't even wrote yet. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a moment. That's a moment that should be appreciated by not only horror fans, but like movie lovers in general. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would upset. Yeah, I think the only thing left on the list that could beat Obsession for me is probably Evil Dead Burn and Werewolf.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
Evil Dead Burn can beat it just on, if it goes as hard as I think it's going to go, it'll beat it just out of pure ferocity. But that's more my kind of movie. You know what I mean? Like if you want to give me deadites and shit exploding and 80 gallons of blood, sign me up. I'm in.
Yeah.
Because I love that shit.
Annie, go for it. I apologize. I cut you off as you were going into your answer.
No, you're fine. What do I want to talk about? I have been getting into the horror TV shows recently, the horror series. So because I was sick last week, I binged, well, actually just yesterday, I just binged The Burrows, the new Netflix series.
Did you like it?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it
too.
was great. I watched it all in one day. It's from
what
the
is
guys
the
that did
premise of
Stranger
Burrows?
Things. It's basically Stranger Things meets a retirement home, like a retirement. So it's basically these people, they go to, it's not a retirement home, but it's like a community, like a retirement place. And very strange things start happening to all of the people there and they can't get out. So the whole series is them trying to escape this something. I won't say what it is, but it was created by the guys that did Stranger Things. So you probably know what kind of thing they're dealing with. And yeah, the whole series is them trying to like team up together to try and escape. And it's just one of those ones that once you put the first episode on, you don't stop. You just have to finish it all. So that's really good. And then another show I just binged was Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen.
I love that too.
Did you you saw it? Yeah. Oh my
Loved it.
That one's also on
gosh.
Netflix, right? Pretty sure.
Also on
Yeah.
Netflix. Yeah. How do I even explain this one? It's just it's
I'll give it a
crazy.
shot.
It's a tough one
Yeah,
to
and
explain.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it is.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead, cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, and you know, feel free to slam this description, but basically, you have a couple that seems like they're totally in love and on the same page. They're about to get married. They're going to a home where other people in the family are there, but then they find out that there is some kind of curse, and there's a choice to either break the curse and go a certain direction, or get married and kind of move forward that way, or roll the dice and not believe in the curse. And so, depending on their decisions and the level of love that they have for each other, that's going to determine the ultimate outcome, not just for the couple, but for everybody in this house and everybody that's going to come to this wedding. Chuck, anything I screwed up with that?
No, I think that's fair. And I also think that it's something that you should just go in on the recommendation and don't read anything about it or learn anything about it. Like it's one of those Best Blind type kind of things. I think The Burrows is the same. Like, the Burrows is for me being, a little, how old I am, like it's a nostalgia trip, and it's also it's like well shot, like mystery with these elderly, like older people. It's just, it's like comfort horror. Like it's not scary or anything like that. It's just a great fucking watch, man. Yeah, I just really enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's a really easy watch. Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen, I think is quite scary though, because
it's diabolical.
Yeah, because I just rewatched it with my mum, and like in the first episode, she jumped twice. And I was like, oh wait, this is actually really jumpy and creepy. So so Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen is more like creepy jump scare horror, and then The Burrows is kind of like Chuck said, like a comfort, easy watch horror.
And whether you like Stranger Things season 5 or not, both of these shows are co-produced by the Duffer Brothers, and they have their DNA all over it, which is, in my opinion, is a very good thing.
And another one to shout out, we've talked about on a prior episode, is Widow's Bay. This one's on Apple Plus. If you've not checked out Widow's Bay, please do. Eric, are you into the horror TV stuff as well? Or are you mainly
Yes.
all right?
Listen, he went in on Widow's Bay after we talked about it.
Yes.
So good.
Immediately. The moment you guys told me about it, I started watching and I haven't stopped since. So I love Widow's Bay. Like that
It's
is
so
great.
good.
It reminds me of like The Mist meets like It Welcome to Derry. I don't know. It's like that kind of weird town with the weird vibe. You want a synopsis or?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
Do
So
it.
this one follows. It's like a small town mayor, and he wants his town to be like the next Martha's Vineyard. So he's doing everything in his power to make this town that seems so creepy, but it's in its DNA. It's just creepy. It's a scary place. A lot of weird things are happening. And there's some scary scenes that I won't give away, but just know you're in for a treat with this one. You're definitely in for a treat with this one.
It's
It is
crazy.
spooky. Yes.
Mm. Are you all up to date with it? Has everyone seen all episodes so far?
I've completed
I'm on
Oh,
episode 4. Just
through
finished
Apple
4.
First Bite.
okay,
Yeah,
so
the
I'm
finale
waiting
has
for
not come out
Wednesday to
yet.
come so I can
Mhm.
finish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the
I
episode that was directed by Ty West, insane.
Fantastic.
Insane.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I won't tell you anything about it, but the one thing I will tell you, it does not drop the fucking ball.
No.
It sticks it and is pleasing, and it's gonna go down as one of the best horror shows we've had
It's
in a very,
fantastic.
very long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also can't wait until next time we record because I'll finally be able to talk about Cape Fear. Um,
I'm seeing it on Tuesday.
yeah.
Mm.
The show?
The new one.
Oh yeah, no, it's diabolical.
Oh.
I can't say I'm not allowed to release a video on it till June 3rd.
Oh.
But it's wow. Wow. It's so different than what you're like what I expected, and I'll tiptoe around this, but it's gonna be must-watch viral TV. Like it's so delightfully, diabolically bingeable, if I could say that, because you just want like as soon as they hit that credit, you're just like, I want you're hit if you have the opportunity to hit play, you're hitting play because it just the way that it's constructed and it drops you off at the end of every episode, you can't think about nothing else but what's next. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's gonna be huge for Apple. Huge. Listen, HBO Max used to be the front runner on putting these shows out because they got bangers. But listen, Apple don't even market none of this shit. They don't put out, they don't care. They just they shadow dropped Widow's Bay. It's one of the best shows in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
But I love how they just rely on us. They
Right.
rely on people finding it, and then they get that word of mouth marketing, and the next thing you know, it's the most streamed thing. And like it's such a smart approach. But like with that, the Silo was good, Widow's Bay is good, The Servant was really good. Like they got great shows over
Good
there.
stuff.
Apple's killing it over there. Yeah.
So that leads me to a question for everybody. Like, how do you discover the next thing, whether it's a TV show, a movie? I mean, are you just doing it based on social media mentions? Is it trailers? Is it industry news? How are you getting your feed? Because that's kind of the whole point of our channel, right? Is to make recommendations to the listeners so that they can check things out, new and old.
I mean, if you want to get recommendations or you want to discover new things, you should tune into the Fear Assembly at any given time that you can, because it's going to be the
Like and
most
subscribe.
it's going to be the most updated information that you could probably get. You know what I mean? Listen, and I'm the number one place that you can get any information about any source of media, horror, comedy, any genre, music, anything going on is TikTok. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
TikTok moves at the speed of light. And if it's happening and it's worth talking about, people are going to talk about it. And or even like it used to be Twitter. Like Twitter used to have because I used to play fantasy football, and you could get injury updates on Twitter 4 hours before Adam Schefter comes on the news. You know what I mean? Like in real time. And like that's how TikTok is with horror. If you love it, you find it. Like there's, you just seek it out and find it. I'm not giving up my sources of things, but listen, and I know, but I'm saying I know Annie and Eric too. We put time into finding stuff and digging through stuff and different articles, and because like Bloody Disgusting will drop an article about something, and I might have known about that shit 2 days earlier. You know what I mean? Like just from networking and meeting people, and because we have a profession that's the next big thing. Like who can get in, which me and Annie just had a conversation about this, and it's exhausting. Staying on top of news or new releases is exhausting.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I feel the same way. So the way I find new movies and upcoming series, it's changed. There used to be a time where I would, kind of go on the internet, maybe go to YouTube or maybe go to like Fandango or other apps like that. But now, like Chuck said, it's TikTok. I'm scrolling my feed and it's just like that word of mouth. I hear somebody talking about something that sounds cool and I go check it out. Right. Or maybe I'm at work and like everybody knows, what I do.
Mhm.
online, and they just want to run up to me. Did you see this movie or did you hear about this?
I love
And
that.
sometimes I can say yes, sometimes I can say no, I haven't. Let me write it down. And when you guys
Yeah.
recommend stuff to me, Fear Assembly, I write it down. I go and watch it. My last week's catalog, everything that I watched last week came from you guys. So it's like, it's word of mouth, it's TikTok. It's the new wave.
So
Yep.
follow-up question for you then, Eric. So somebody recommends a movie, let's just make up one called
Mm,
Pinecone. Is the
right.
next thing you do going to watch the trailer? Is looking up Rotten Tomatoes and reviews? Like what is the next thing before you invest the time and money into that
I'm a
watch?
I'm a trailer guy. I know I might get
Mhm.
some flack for that. Some people don't they like to go in blind. I'm a trailer guy. I love trailers. It motivates me. It excites me. So when I see a
Mhm.
good trailer, I have to run to go see it. And I feel like I have a gift. I don't care. Somebody could tell me that I don't, but I feel like I have a gift. If I watch a trailer, I can tell if the movie sucks. I
Alright.
know. I feel like it's a gift. I'm saying it's like a sixth sense I have going on. I'm saying I can tell if a movie is going to be good or not, even if the trailer is awesome. Like, I feel like I
Alright.
predicted Passenger wasn't gonna be that good. I never
Alright. Is
told
is
anybody that
is
because I never
Disclosure Day
wanna
gonna be good? There's 4
it's gonna be
trailers out.
awesome. It's gonna
Alright.
be awesome. It's gonna
Good,
be
good.
awesome.
Alright.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things. I'm a trailer guy, so I go check the trailer out, and I decide if it's something that I'm interested in or not.
I watch trailers like literally until my eyeballs hurt. Like I'll watch like South Korean found footage trailers from 10 years ago just to find stuff to make content about.
Mhm.
Mm,
But I get my stuff from, I mean, obviously people I'm connected to in the industry.
yeah.
But if Eric would text me or Annie would text me and say, watch this movie, like Ricky, who's on the Fear Assembly,
Mhm.
put me on to this movie Dragonfly.
Mhm.
Listen, he's on UK time, I'm on US time. So when he texted me, it was 3:12 in the morning in Pittsburgh. And he said, mate, watch this now. Anytime Ricky messages me that, I'm on it immediately.
Yeah.
Look, I had the director on the line at 4 o'clock in the morning on Instagram. I'm like, I can't stream this. Can you get me a screener for it or whatever? And dude, it took him a day, but like he got me over because you can't stream it anywhere in the US. I'm like, I want to see
Oh,
this. So like it's made by the same guy that made Bull. Did you see Bull the Revenge movie with Neil Maskell?
Mm.
no.
Um, how about did you see From London to Brighton?
Mhm.
That's a UK classic. Anyway, he's a great director. It's a movie called Dragonfly. It's about this like lady that has like Alzheimer's and like her descent. And Ricky likes twisted shit. So like I was like, yeah, I want to see this. Um, but I'm a person where like there's very few people who I trust that are gonna say, go watch this movie, that I'll go watch it. But if it's one of them people, I'm on that shit
Hmm.
immediately. I'll watch
Yeah.
it.
Alright.
Mhm.
Sure.
Annie, are you reactive to the trailers as well, or is there another source that you give a little bit more trust to?
Yeah, I went through a period of time where I just wouldn't watch any trailers because
Mm.
I just felt like they were giving away so much from the movie, from the
Mhm.
movie. I think like for 6 months, like even when I was going to the cinema, I would go 25 minutes after the time so I could miss all of the trailers.
Mm.
I just got to a point where I was frustrated, like with Companion and Abigail. I wish I hadn't seen the trailers for those movies because if I'd gone in blind, I would have had such a better experience because I just knew the twist was in the trailer. And I know sometimes they can't help that. They're told they have to do it like that. But I just found it very frustrating. So I didn't watch them for the longest time. And then
Mhm.
I would see, like, at the beginning of the year, all these new horror movies coming out in these trailers. And I started doing these reaction posts to them, which would do really well online. So I've kind of slowly got back in to
Yeah.
watching them. But I'm back on my phase of not watching them again. I'm back on my actually I think I'm just gonna go in blind and see what happens. So maybe next time you speak to me I'll be watching trailers again. I don't know. I'm very
Mhm.
indecisive.
I remember
But yeah,
many
I
years
get
ago.
stuff from TikTok.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, years ago, I remember when the Day After Tomorrow trailer came out, and I don't know if you
Mm,
guys remember this, but it had like its own standalone website, and it was like really unique. So all you had to do was go to the website, and it just autoplayed the trailer, and you could just watch it over and over again because it's just like watching the tsunami, hit New York City, and then all of a sudden there's snow everywhere, and there's tornadoes and all kinds of stuff. But it was just one of those like really viral trailers where I was like, okay, I have to see this, and then the movie was kind of disappointing, and kind of, like you
Hmm.
said, Annie, you kind of knew everything about where it was going to go just from the trailers. So,
Yeah.
some of those end of the world type things, I think less is more in some of those. Um, what else do we want to get into? So, what other horror films would you guys recommend as we kind of wind down the conversation here? Putting aside any subgenre, new, old, what would be some of your recommendations? Eric, I'll start with you.
Sure. Here's one. It had like a limited theatrical release recently. It's
Banger.
yes, this is one for those who love like the Blair Witch Project. If you're a Blair Witch Project lover, you're gonna love this. It's called Hunting Matthew Nichols.
Mm,
Hmm.
It was an amazing film. It follows a
Hmm.
girl. She's doing like a documentary about the disappearance of her brother. He disappeared like I want to say 20 some odd years ago. So she goes around town kind of trying to interview people, and a lot of people are trying to stay a little far away from her, and there's a reason why. And I'll leave it at that. This movie has some of the, creepiest scenes. It's a slow burn, but
mhm,
if you give it time and you get yourself invested, cut the lights off, kind of focus and hone in and really like connect yourself to the story, it's an awesome watch. It spooked me out. I really enjoyed it. So definitely Hunting, Matthew Nichols, excuse me. And another one, I think it's kind of well known. It's called Cobweb from 2023. I
mhm,
thought that one was spooky. It has like a real like fall Halloween type of vibe to it. It's about a
mhm.
kid. He's kind of shy and withdrawn. But his parents are like complete psychopaths. So it's like it's an interesting watch. I really like it. I like to watch it around like Halloween or September, October, because it kind of
Mhm.
like matches the vibe. So yeah, Cobweb and Hunting Matthew Nichols. Definitely check those out.
Cobweb also has Anthony Starr, Homelander in it. It's so good.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yes. Yep.
Cobweb's
Mhm.
good. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Love it.
Mhm.
All right. Andy, how about you?
Um, a bit of a hidden gem that I want to recommend that I
All right.
rewatched recently is called No One Lives.
Mm.
It is one of the best horror films ever. It's with Luke Evans. It's I think one of his first
It
roles. He's
goes
very
so
young in it.
hard. Mhm.
It's so brutal. It's about Luke Evans and his girlfriend. They're traveling across the country. They're going somewhere with a trailer attached to the back of the car, and they pull over to get dinner at this restaurant, and they kind of run into the wrong crowd of people, and they chase and torment them for the duration of the movie. But there's a big twist
Okay.
that I won't give away, which makes it even crazier. So No One Lives. I think it's maybe 15, 20 years old. It's an
I
old
think it's
one.
2015.
Yeah.
I think
No,
no,
it's got to be
somewhere
older
around
than
there.
No one
Mm.
lives. Let's see.
No One Lives because he's really young in it.
You pulling it up, Eric? It's
Yeah.
so good. They just came out with a new one that's similar to that called Vincent Must Die.
Ooh,
It's very similar to No One Lives, and it's pretty solid. It's not as good as No One Lives, but the whole time I watched it, all I thought about was No One Lives.
oh, okay,
Mhm.
I'll
20
watch it then.
it's saying 2012. 2012.
That makes more sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I said 2015. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
I thought it was like
Yeah.
All right.
2010. Really good. Anyway, go watch it. And then another recommendation I have is called The Guest, which I just rewatched again
So
recently.
fucking good.
Yes.
I almost don't want to say anything because I need guys, I need you all to trust me on this one. I don't want to
So
say
good.
anything. Just watch it, and it's so shocking and gripping. I'm not even going to give you a synopsis. You just have to trust me.
Yeah. How old is
Hey,
that one? Do you know?
Maybe around the same time.
Something like that.
It's with
Yep.
All right.
Dan Stevens is the
I'm on it.
the main
2010s.
star.
Yeah. We
2014.
all right. Yeah. We don't need
It's
a
so good.
production year as long as it's good to go. My wife's like, oh, it was made before 1990. You can't watch it. Like, come on. And then we put on all these classic films for the kids. We're watching all the Sanderson sisters running around over and over again on Disney Plus with Hocus Pocus. 1 and 2, and now it's been announced that they're going to do a third one finally. So that's what's going
Mm,
on in spooky season in our house. But Chuck,
love it.
what recommendations do you have aside from obviously Obsession and Backrooms?
Two that I'm going to bring full circle to the conversation we had here. The first one, since it got brought up, there's no way I can't talk about it and it's well known, but like if you love home invasion or you love slashers, you need to watch Your Next. I will argue and debate it for the end of time that it's maybe the best slasher movie ever made.
Yeah.
And I will die on the hill that Erin is the greatest final girl we've ever had. The only
Mhm.
person that I can compare her to is Ripley, and I still will take Erin over Ripley. And I know that's a
Mhm.
bold statement, but she's a badass and she
Mhm.
makes smart decisions. And that movie fucking goes so hard. I love every single aspect of that movie. Like, I love
Yeah.
it with my whole entire heart. Unknown, which it should be known, and there are people that know it, and it's terrifying, and it's a genuinely scary movie, and that's Kira Kurosawa's Pulse. And I
Mm.
brought that up because of Shudder, because it's equally as terrifying, and it's about these kids and one of their friends commits suicide, and strange things begin to happen to all these residents, and one of them sees these visions of the dead friend in the shadows on the wall, and another one starts having like all these electronics and things start to fucking like glitch out. And that's all I'm going to say. But listen, if you can get over subtitles, which I highly recommend to watch subtitled movies because you're cheating yourself out of some of the greatest cinematic experiences of all time, Pulse is terrifying. It is
Mhm.
a sit on the edge of your seats, pins and needles, stressful, and it's got some of the greatest jump type scares in the history of film. It's a fantastic movie.
All right.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to add a couple here as we wind down the conversation. So the well known one is called *Malignant*, and this is a James Wan film.
Mm.
I think a lot of people overlooked it because they felt like they knew what this movie was, and it is not what they think it is, and it definitely does not end the way that you think it's going to end. So this is following a woman who seems like she's crazy. All of her dreams and nightmares are kind of becoming real, and again, that's where you think, "Oh, this is similar to this other movie or this story," but it's not. And we'll leave it there. Another film, this is more of a hidden gem, that, you can find streaming on, multiple platforms right now. It's called No One Will Save You. This is a alien invasion-esque movie, and what's unique about this one is that there's very little dialogue. And in fact, I'm pretty sure the main character says, like, 1 line in the entire movie. So it's all kind of like action slash, following what's happening visually through the story as this
It's
woman's trying
so
to get
good.
away from this alien invasion. And it's just it's really well executed. It's hard to make a movie like this, both because
Mhm.
it's hard to just pitch, to investors and say, here's the script, it's got 1 line on it, right? And the rest is just
Mm.
description of what's going to happen, but to pull it off, and to have the impact that this movie has, I think this is a hidden gem that horror fans should definitely check out, whether or not you like the alien stuff. So those are our
Yeah.
recommendations, and we hope, as you continue to watch our Fear Assembly group, that you're constantly getting new recommendations. Make sure to follow Annie, Eric, which is Popcorn Selections, Chuck the Movie Guy, and everybody else in our crew, so you can get the latest news and updates on everything you should be checking out in the horror space. So thank everybody for joining, and we will see you soon. Thank you.
Bye.